Okay, so we've got a list of words. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take those lists of words and create your metaphor. You're saying, well, Mr. Lane, we've been doing that. We've been creating metaphors. Yes and no. Now we have kind of a foundation here, a little example. Think of it as a template that you can use for future metaphors if you want. And this is just an example here. So check this one out. My home is a, or the, you can use any of these articles here. Put in that word that you just created. Take from those lists of words that you just put on your page using the 5 senses. Put that up there. And then of, and put in an emotion, all right? What are we going to do? You could put anything up here. Is a waterfall of love. Or maybe not. I don't know. But the important part here is that when you look at that, it's striking. It's an image. This is what's going to keep your reader engaged. I don't care if you use this in a poem. This is just good writing. And this is important when you're crafting that essay that's going to get you the good grade. All right? So check that out. Use that as an example. We're going to do another one here in just a second. Hold on. So check it out, everybody. Here it is again, right? So we've got my mother is a or the, you choose the article, of, and then you choose an emotion, right? All right, so I know I can hear it now because I've heard it so many times before. And they see this, everybody sees this, they're like, whoa. So now I give you permission to describe your mother metaphorically. It can be good or otherwise, right? So in this case, my mother is a wildfire of craziness. Not really an emotion, but it'll work. Don't care. You can break the rules with this thing, right? So my mother is a wildfire, I should say, of craziness. Well, forget that, man. Tornadoes. Whoa, what? My mother is a wildfire of tornadoes. That changes everything. That gives it another image. You are free to do whatever you want, but the important part is that you create a striking image. This is a good foundation for good writing. Yeah, not supposed to be doing that in the classroom. Real sorry about that, teach. But it's an idea that I have. So think about it this way. You want to have fun with this whole little exercise? Try texting to your friends these metaphors, all right? And just go back and forth. You could go off with my home is a, my tomorrow is the, my yesterday is the. You could just text it back and forth to your friends. And, well, I don't know, post it on your Facebook. I don't care. Have fun with it. That's the important thing. Okay, everybody, we're going to take 5 minutes right now. We're going to pause this video. Here's an example of a metaphor that you can use. So let's go ahead and do that. If you come up with some other ones, that's great. Make a good long list, but use the 5 senses, the big lists that you just had for the water bottle, and we'll be right back. So that's it for lesson plan number 1 this week. I really have enjoyed our time together, even if it has been virtually. But I want to leave you with a fellow student of mine. She exemplifies what this means when coming from the heart. She performs her poetry with all the heart and emotion and intelligence that it takes to craft this kind of work. She's a great example, and she started exactly where you are right now. I hope that you enjoy Miss Kaya Plaka.
My mother is a self-proclaimed socialist, a world traveler in love with destination, and possibly the strongest person to ever live. My mother raised me right. I'm not talking whole milk and fresh baked cookies after school. I'm talking planting seeds of confidence in my young head before I could ever know what doubt is. She nurtured my preteen broken wings back to flight once I learned all about it, pounded into my broken mirror views by saying, like you, everyone is at least a little bit beautiful, some more than others, so you're lucky. And by keeping their beauty in your mind, this is how you treat people right. My mother said she could never resent my father because she wouldn't want me different. And although he couldn't give me everything, he had given me life, stole me from the hands of the Creator, and made me himself, told my mother I would be his masterpiece. And he always jokes that he can make another, but the twinkle in his eye gives away his lies, and that's a lot to live up to, and I know I've disappointed them both. When their journey together was through, I was the warning sign that stopped them from taking different paths, and it's true that I haven't always been the worthiest destination. I've tried half the things my mother told me not to do, but because she's my mother, I turned my back and walked away from my mistakes a little wiser. After one conversation, a blind man would find her just as gorgeous as every stranger does with their eyes. Beauty is made tangible in my mother's inside, in my mother's outside. You could turn her inside out and not know the difference. My mother never tried to stop me from carrying weight. Never changed the channel when the news turned gory, explained that there's a world full of curable suffering. And we all need to be compassion doctors, tending to every pore on Mother Earth's body until she's better. That selfish soul suckers crushed my heart till I learned better. She said, Kaya, now you know to never let someone break you. You're not a shiny new accessory on insecurity's arm, you're a woman. And I'll live my life as an example of why you should be proud of that. And she has. My mother is a self-educator. Became an expert on bipolar disease. When my 7th grade brain turned against me, she said, I'll get you the pills. But it'll take fresh air to quit starving that imagination. 3 prescriptions and 48 fits of hysterics later, I tried sunshine. I let bird songs urge my running to the hills behind my block because she's my mother. She was right. And she was right from the beginning. Decided against sending baby talk to my infant ears so I would never let myself be degraded. To teach me racism, she showed my 3-year-old eyes a picture of a group of white girls with just a black girl in the middle, and she said, Kaya, which of these humans is different? And she realized I'm her daughter when I pointed out a little white girl, and I said her, because she isn't smiling. My mother had already succeeded in raising me using humanity, but not the human condition. She nurtured me with love so strong she must have taken lessons in wolf-pack-like loyalty. And my word-manipulating brain has never found the right way to thank her for all she's done. For her sandalwood hugs, finding their way to me each afternoon, being the soldier of my well-being, showing me that love is saving me the better piece of pie, is knowing that I'm often disappointed and too aware of my birthmarks, lifting my spirits by taking all my blue medals, pats on the back, and drops of sweat, shoving them in my face and saying, Daughter, I'm proud of you.